Okay, so the first graph we're going to sketch is y equals sine x minus pi over 4. You should know that the graph is going to move pi over 4 radians to the right as this is subtract within the bracket. You want to take the time to set up your axes correctly, so I'm going up in increments of pi over 4 because I know that the graph is moving pi over 4 radians to the right. So it's worth taking the time to make sure your axes are set up correctly. There'll be no change to the maximum value, just changed as and when they occur. So normally your first value is 0, 0 in a sine graph, but we're moving pi over 4 radians to the right, so our first point will be pi over 4 zero. Everything is still happening every 90 degrees or pi over 2 radians, so I'm just moving every key point pi over 2 radians to the right. And then if I sketch the key points that I can, my max, minimums and intercepts, like so, and then finish off the wave because I know what the sine wave looks like. The next graph is y equals cos x plus pi over 3. That plus pi over 3 will move the graph pi over 3 radians to the left. So this time, instead of going up in increments of pi over 3, because it's not going to enable me count for a move or for increments of pi over 2, I'm going to go up in increments of pi over 6. So if we take the time again to set up our axes correctly, now I want to see what's going to happen as I know the graph is moving pi over 3 radians to the left. I'm going to just look at what happens in the negative side of the x-axis also, so I'm going to put pi over 6 and minus pi over 3 on my negative side of the x-axis. So normally we would start at 0, 1, but we're going to start at pi over 3, minus pi over 3, 1, sorry. And again, everything happens every 90 degrees or pi over 2 radians. So I'm going to go move along pi over 2 radians, which will take me to pi over 6, 0. My minimum value will occur next. Which will be at 2 pi over 3 minus 1. Cuts the x-axis at 7 pi over 6, 0, and my maximum value will occur at 5 pi over 3. So again, if I just do a little dotted line to show what will happen before the x-axis, before 0, and then sketch a full line beyond that, I can see what my full wave would look like, and then finish it off. So